Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, hitting you up with a brand new feature today called Gunners on Duty. Now, listen, I know that the international break isn't everybody's kettle of fish. You watch the international break, and the thing utmost on your concern, or utmost of your concern, is players coming back injury-free. You don't care about the results. You don't care about how the players got on. You're just like sitting there like this going, please, please, please come back without an injury. Now, listen, what I thought I'd do in this feature is have a look at how our players have been getting on international duty, because it's very important as well that our players play very well for their countries. For the European players in particular, the Euro 2016 is coming up at the end of the season, and it's very, very important to, well, I'd say all of our players. They all want to be playing for their countries when it comes to those Euros. And our players, many of them take a lot of pride in playing for the country as well. So whereas we just think, oh, our club, or club v country, and we're always having these discussions and arguments, for the players, it's very, very important. So let's take a look at how our players have been getting on international duty. Now, first of all, Petr Cech. Congratulations going out to Petr Cech and also to Thomas Rosicky. Both of them, who play for the Czech Republic, have already qualified for Euro 2016. The Czech Republic beating Kazakhstan 2-1 on Thursday last week, and yesterday they beat Latvia away 2-1. That means that they've qualified for the Euros. That means we'll be seeing Petr Cech and Thomas Rosicky, if he gets injury-free, out there. And I'm sure that both of those are very, very proud. Cech, of course, is one of the senior members of the squad and one of the most important members of that team. So he'll be really, really happy. Of course, whilst Rosicky wasn't playing over the weekend, because obviously he's out injured at the moment, but he's a very important member of that team, and I'm sure he'll be delighted as well that they're through to Euro 2016. Another team on the verge of getting to Euro 2016 is Wales, and playing a big part in that is Aaron Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey, one of the two elite players really playing for Wales at the moment, in him and Gareth Bale. I suppose you could say Ashley Williams as well has been outstanding for them at the back. But Wales nearly there. They had a great victory against Cyprus away last week, Thursday, where they beat Cyprus 1-0. They could have secured qualification yesterday, but they only would manage to get a point. They drew 0-0 with Israel. But they've got games coming up where they can secure that. They only need another point. They've got games against, say, for instance, Andorra at home, where they should make it. And it's going to be fantastic to see Aaron Ramsey playing in the Euros. I mean, him and Bale, hats off to them. Listen, we all remember, you know, United fans, for instance, always bigging up Ryan Giggs. But Ryan Giggs, whilst he was a star player for Manchester United, never wanted to play internationally for his country, always crying off ill, etc. But hats off to Aaron Ramsey and to Gareth Bale. Both of them have stood up. They've been there all the steps of the way for Wales, and now it's looking good for Wales, looking like they're going to qualify, and it's going to be fantastic for Aaron Ramsey to see him being able to test his skills amongst the elite of Europe at Euro 2016. So really happy for them. England have also qualified, and it was good to see Theo Walcott on the score sheet in that game. He got a brace in the game that they played against San Marino. To be fair, I reckon I could have got a couple of goals in that game watching San Marino play. But listen, no, it's always great to get on the score sheet. And Theo, of course, hasn't scored yet this season. It was fantastic for him to get those two. Can only be good for confidence for Theo Walcott. Interestingly, playing on the right-hand side. And for me, that is where he's most effective. Coming in off of that right wing, that's where Theo gets the majority of his goals, not up front. But 2 goals for Theo. And if you watch the game, he should really have had a hat-trick. He had another easy chance that he kind of messed up. And Oxlade-Chamberlain, not a great game for the Ox in that, but he did set up one of the goals. So an assist for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Kieran Gibbs, who also featured, Kieran Gibbs was in the squad, but didn't feature in the actual game. Might get a game against Switzerland tomorrow, but well done to those guys. They're qualified. We'll be able to see them in the Euros as well. What about jotting across to South America? How have our South Americans been getting on? Well, Alexis Sanchez, he is him and Vidal, the talisman players for Chile. Of course, they're on a high at the moment. They won the Copa America, and they had a friendly against Paraguay. You don't have many friendlies over there in South America. Things are never friendly, and these are the games in particular where I'm always praying that these guys are going to come home injury-free. But Alexis Sanchez, well done to him. He scored the winner for Chile in a 3-2 victory over Paraguay in the last 10 minutes of the game. He played the full 90 minutes, but well done to Alexis Sanchez. He's got a great goal-scoring record for his country, and he's continuing on his form for his country by scoring a goal in that game. Also over there in South America, there was an interesting game where Brazil took on Costa Rica. Gabriel was in the squad but didn't get on. One of our players who did get on for Costa Rica was Joel Campbell. You can see him there in the game. Campbell came on in the 61st minute. Unfortunately, couldn't do any damage. They got beat. Not a disrespectful beat that to lose only 1-0 to Brazil. But well done to Brazil. But Joel Campbell there getting on. Gabriel wasn't able to get on. But it's just good to see that Gabriel is in the squad. And maybe if he starts playing more games for Arsenal, he'll feature in that squad more regularly. Of course, he's only really played one game so far. Well, no, 2 games, sorry, this season. But I think as he gets more game time, we'll see more and more of Gabriel, and Gabriel really sort of becoming a regular in that Brazilian national team, because he's a very, very good defender. Going to be one of the players that's going to surprise everyone this year. I'm just sure of it. Mesut Ozil had a fantastic game the other night. For people who like to write this guy off, they just don't watch him play. Fantastic game in that real sort of pressure cooker game against Poland. It's always heated when Germany play Poland. It's like a local derby. It's just like England playing Scotland. It's on the same level as that. And Ozil played the full 90 minutes of the game, played in his favourite number 10 position, pulled all the strings. Germany won the game. Massive victory for them in Scotland's group, of course. Ozil playing brilliantly in that game. Thomas Muller with the goal, and also Goetze. Remember him, who we could possibly have signed in the summer. He came up with 2 big goals, and they won that game 3-1. Szczesny, of course, is on loan at the moment to Roma, was on the bench for Poland in that game, but that's one of the reasons why he's moved to Roma. He wants to get regular first team football for his country, and by playing regularly, he might be able to get his way into the squad. But he didn't feature in that game. But a big win for Germany. Germany, of course, taking on Scotland tomorrow night, Tuesday, and that's again is another massive game. What about France then? Laurent Koscielny played the full 90 minutes in that game and was part of a defence that kept a clean sheet in the game away, friendly game away to Portugal. Of course, France don't have to qualify. They're hosting the tournament. But Koscielny, part of the defence that kept a clean sheet. So well done, Laurent Koscielny. Olivier Giroud only got on for the last 2 minutes for the game, so not really much to say about what he did in the game. And Mathieu Debuchy was an unused substitute, which is going to be concerning for Debuchy, because I don't know if you saw these reports coming out of France last week that Debuchy was suggesting that he considered leaving Arsenal when, Bellerin started getting all these regular spots ahead of him. Listen, you've been injured. You've got to fight your way back into the team. It's great for competition. He's been a regular playing at right back for France. But now that he can't get into the Arsenal team, he's finding it difficult now to get into the French team. That can only inspire him to play better. I was saying this when we was doing the transfer dailies earlier on in the season, that the International Euro 2016 at the end of the season means that a lot of players are going to be playing out of their skin this season because they want to feature in that tournament at the end of the year. Santi Cazorla playing for Spain. He came on in the 67th minute. Big win for Spain against Slovakia. They won that game 2-0. Again, they're virtually qualified for the Euros. I think they've got Macedonia away tomorrow, but Santi Cazorla getting on in the 67th minute in that game. So well done to Santi. And who else was on international duty? Finally, David Ospina. Ospina. He hasn't played yet, but Colombia have got a game against Peru tomorrow. Ospina will start in goal. Of course, Ospina, one of the main players for Colombia. So good luck to David Ospina in that game. So there you have it. That's a rundown of our gunners on duty, how they've been getting on. Leave your comments below. You know, I want to find out, you know what, everybody's always asking it. Club versus country. I know it's a stupid question because I'm talking to a lot of Arsenal fans right now, but where do you stand on it? Club v country. Does a country come first as far as you're concerned when it comes to football, or is it all about Arsenal? Do you not really care much about what happens on international duty? You just want your players to come back injury-free so we can kick on? Or do you think that it's very important that Arsenal players play well when on international duty, because they can then bring that back, bring that sort of form that they've got back to the club? What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching Arsenal Fan TV's new feature, Gunners on Duty.